How is it going, guys? My name is Wanzi Bennett and welcome back to The Fruit of Grisaia. And the response to the first episode was a lot better than I thought it would be, honestly, so I feel like I'm going to carry this on. I think I'm going to keep it in the same style as the last episode, so like 20-minute episodes. And yeah, let's get back into it because I'm very curious. I had a bit of a conversation with my friend Eric, the Ashton guy, and he told me that this game gets very graphic, so I had to put down in the layout that this game may contain boobs and other things, so this is a warning. But yeah, let's get back into this. Where did we leave off, actually? Where actually did we leave off? Oh, okay. Okay, we've just got let out of the thing. This is ridiculously heavy. What the heck is in this thing? Bit of a tough question. I guess you could say my life. If that's supposed to be a gag, I wouldn't quit your day job. I'm forgetting the accents. I don't know which detective this is meant to be, so that wasn't really what I was going for. Well, whatever. Grunt. Dropping the backpack next to me, the detective lets out a slight sigh. Thanks for lugging it out here. Pretty heavy, isn't it? That's not something you say to a guy who learned judo for work. We might be country police, but at least we've got that much training. True, guess that's natural for a policeman. Sorry. The detective smiles wryly. By the way, you're supposed to be a student at that landfill academy, right? I'm wearing the school uniform. You can see at a glance. Feels more like you've been dressed up in it. He claps my shoulder as we pass each other. Take care. In a lot of ways. With those parting words, he heads back. Oh, that's a Steam thing. Hi, Kyle. Hi, Kyle. You wanna just go? Yeah, thanks. I hate the way Steam does that. I can't quite work out how to stop it, so if any of you guys know how to turn that off, could you please let me know? Because I'm very, very, very annoyed when this keeps happening. With those parting words, he heads back into the police station. Da-da-da-dum-dum-dum. Guess I don't make a convincing student yet. I'm wearing black slacks and a short-sleeved dress shirt, as well as blue tartan check necktie. Yeah, I can picture it. I can picture it. Excluding my somewhat longish hair, I should be the very image of a student. I guess it's a little difficult turning into something like that all of a sudden. But it's probably precisely because this is difficult that I decided to give it a try. For a while, I myself didn't understand why I'd asked for this, but now I think I have a faint grasp on the reason. I wanted to become something that I couldn't understand. Something that I wasn't. At the moment, I've done nothing but smooth down my edges a bit. Perhaps later on I'll become a student on the inside as well. Aww, he's a soft boy who just randomly knows how to beat men up. The sun that had been climbing upward earlier has now finally reached zenith. That's a good word, I like that word. The temperature keeps on rising, and sweat oozes from my skin. I was pretty sure she'd pick me up, but... Sensing a presence, I lower my gaze from the sun. My eyes, well accustomed to the high contrast lighting, project a human form in a silhouette for the briefest of moments before... What the My god, the wording of this is so strange. Oh, hello there. Thanks for your service. Thanks for your service. A woman raising an awkward salute, grinning broadly, stands before my eyes. Spare me, I don't want to see a pose like that outside the workplace. In the first... Oh, what? Oh, that was the wrong person! Ah! In the first place, what's with that dopey salute? The girls in bikinis on the Maritime SDF recruitment posters have more impressive form. Jeez, and here I am offering my appreciation for your sudden efforts. I don't recall contributing enough to society today to deserve any appreciation. Yes, I do understand that you went through a lot right off the bat, but could you not take it out on me? More importantly... She opens the door of the car, stop next to her. Get in. Accomplishing your objective is the top priority, yes? I don't know who this woman is. I don't know who the guy actually is. I don't know anything. And I'm so confused right now. I am so confused. From Mishima Cape Police Station to National Highway number 133, southbound. We proceed to the prefectural highway and advance further out towards the Cape. A range of slowly rotating wind turbines come into view, indicating our proximity to the sea. That was quite the surprise. You don't show up at the time we agreed, and when I call around trying to figure it out, you're predictably being a nuisance to the police. I was half convinced you'd collapse somewhere, given this heat. I doubt you really thought I was sick. What grounds do you have for saying that? You were trying the police stations first, not the hospitals. Well, it is you we're talking about, so I figured you'd manage something if you're about to collapse. But for the record, I was worried about your safety, so maybe you could not pick at the details. Accuracy in weather forecasts and interpersonal communication make society run smoother. This game is trying to make me slip up. You are seriously not cute. Pouting again, she continues her harambe. Harambe. Oh my god, I don't know what half of these words actually mean. I'm fairly well studied in English language and English literature, but this game is throwing up some words I have no idea even mean. Like, I'm so confused. First of all, there may not be many of them, but the trains do run here. Yet, for some reason, you walk instead. That was also a surprise, walking around with a huge backpack, like you were going to climb the Himalayas or something. Sorry, I hate trains. That's not right! Trains are good. That doesn't make walking the entire way any less bizarre. ... What's the matter, climbing up like that? Could you not mention this to the other students? I don't want them getting funny ideas about me from the get-go. Yeah, this might well set them on guard. A real weirdo came this time. I got enough of that from the police to last me a while. Ah, so you did get questioned. Yeah, he did. And I roll up. Oh, okay. Okay, that's an interesting shot. Oh my god. Alright, we've arrived. This is it. The car proceeded about 500 meters along an area of reclaimed coastal land before she brought it to a stop. So that's what he meant by landfill. I see. As I'm recalling the words of the detective from before, the woman continues our conversation with a suddenly cheerful tone. What do you think? Pretty nice, isn't it? It's the absolute newest school in the vicinity. Very nice. Barely even looks like a school. Although I'd heard it was a new school, its external appearance genuinely isn't what I expected. A 3-story building, the pure white colour of the outer walls is the only typical school-like element, with every other aspect closely resembling a city office building. Really? I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen enough schools. Yeah, I can see that being an office building. Okay, yeah, I get you. The gates to the right and left are less evocative of a school gate than a functional fence at some facility. The mounted signboard, likewise, is a utilitarian thing printed in some simple typeface rather than a hand-drawn work of calligraphy. It's trying so hard to sound smart. Come on, this is your future alma mater. What the hell? What does that mean? Where's the deep upswelling of emotion? I've only just arrived at this place. If I said I was deeply moved by the sight, it would be a lie. You are such a dull person. Human beings are creatures of imagination, you know. With an exaggerated sigh, she opens her hands wide in the overblown gesture of third-rate actor. Ah! Yeah. Yeah. It's newly established, so the school might not have much of an image yet, but the students are nice, normal kids, and... No! Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? Where are you going? Her rigmarole is abruptly interrupted by the high-pitched shrieks of 2 girls. Oh. I don't quite know what to say. Okay. I'm not going to narrate that. You've had plenty of time to read that. Harmony, where are you running? Come play with the cute cicada. I've never known how to pronounce those things. Bugs are the worst. Take this. Get away! Help me! What the Okay. Laugh at me until you choke, huh, Machina? Don't think I'll forget this. No snacks for you today. What the hell? Why? Wow. Why is she randomly speaking in English? Okay. Okay. I'm perfectly normal. Normal? Could you define that term? Is there a class where we chase each other around brandishing insects? That's not it. Those girls are, well, you know. I don't think I do, but it's nice to see that it's a lively school. Right? Anyway, let's move on inside. Having apparently forgotten what she was planning to do with her outspread hands, she totters through the school gate. Her office is positioned quite near the school building's front entrance. The furniture is nicely arranged, based around an old-fashioned desk and chair. In contrast to the incongruity of the building's external appearance, this room is a textbook example of the old-fashioned principal's office. Take a seat over there. I sit on the genuine leather sofa that's one of the room's more prominent furnishings. After waiting for me to settle myself, she lowers herself into the seat across from me. I'm the principal, Tachibana Chizuru. Welcome to Mihama Academy. Nice to meet you. Or would it's been a while be more appropriate, Kazami-kun. On a practical level, nice to meet you might be the better option. Yes, you're probably right. So, they know each other? I assume they must do, because they were talking very, very nicely to each other. With a slight amused smile, Principal Tachibana takes out a pamphlet. Well, in your case, I'm sure you're already familiar with the basic synopsis, but just in case, I'll give you the full explanation. She flips past a couple pages of the brochure. I hadn't noticed, but her fingernails are lightly wow. That was terrible. And as usual, someone comes in and interrupts me while I'm, speaking, which is not good. So, this is a private academy under the management of the Sakaki Academy Educational Corporation, in which students chosen from across the country gather in diligent pursuit of academic achievement. Our parent organization is East Beach Express Railways, owners of a rail network that runs the breadth of the Kanto region. Through their support, the very best facilities and educators are brought together here. First, the principal's talk shifts to more detailed matters. The East Beach Express is an enormous corporate group with its hands in real estate and large-scale retail, but its core business is the management of the rail line connecting Tokyo and Haneda Airport. The EBE's management is shouldered by the Sakaki family, and it seems plausible that this Sakaki Academy Corporation is also administered by them directly, but that's only a guess based on circumstantial evidence. There's a lack of public information on this secretive corporation's activities. The very existence of this academy isn't very well known. I didn't gain anything that could be called definitive proof from my investigations so far. You'll be entering the academy immediately as a second-year student. Your transfer will be announced during tomorrow's homeroom, and after that point you're free to decide your own course. Her fingers come to a stop, bringing her hands gently together. The principal raises her gaze from the pamphlet and meets my eyes. Well, I think it's an ideal environment for a normal student life, like the one you requested. I have a few questions. Go ahead. First, today is a weekday, but there was barely anyone on the school grounds. What's going on? We have a hand-picked elite few. The total number of students, including you, is 6. 6! 6! There is a school with 6 students. This is so implausible! My question exactly. Only 6? Yes. The elite few? Indeed. Does that include our friends with the cicada right now? Of course. Question 2. Where am I living from today on? This is a boarding school. I'll guide you to the student dormitory later. You'll walk to school from there. A dormitory, is it? It is a dorm, but it's considerably spacious, so don't worry too much. In that case, not a problem. Anything else? Before we finish, one last thing. Alright, go ahead. For this last question only, I stare directly into her eyes. I need to confirm the principal's intentions in bringing me here. After all said and done, is this a normal school? ... The principal closes her mouth. After a moment of silence, she opens it again. Yep. A gentle smile. I'm convinced that she isn't lying to me to further some hidden self-interest. I haven't forgotten what you asked me for back then. The principal slowly stands up and walks to the window side. The athletic grounds are visible from the window. Although resembling those of a normal school, the grounds are skirted by an improbably high wall. It's Donald Trump. We need to build... there's a joke there. I'm just too tired to pick it out. I want to enter a normal school and live a normal student. The mere handful of students, the bizarrely extravagant facilities, the on-campus dormitory, the high wall surrounding it all, they clearly indicate abnormality. But as you yourself are aware, considering your personal circumstances, there's no place that can give you that, other than here. I guess you're right. I'll give you the same answer to the very end. This is a normal school. The principal turns to face me. Therefore, you don't need to do anything here except live normally as a student. I will never make any other request of you. Understood. Well then, I'll show you to the dorm. Let's take a moment to actually recap what's going on here. So, this guy is involved with some kind of organization, some shady organization that can bypass the police. He's been enrolled here by asking this woman for a normal student life, and he's been sent to a school where there's only 6 people. This seems awfully shady. There must be something else going on here. There must be something else. Like, who does he work for? What are they doing? Why does he want to be sent here? I don't know. I really don't. And with a nod, I rise to my feet. On the grounds outside, a gust of salty sea air kicks up a cloud of sand. That was necessary. This is the student dorm. Including the management room, there are 11 rooms in total. Every room is equipped with its own bath, toilet, and kitchen, so there should be no inconveniences in your daily life. A basic set of furniture is also provided. What are you looking around like that for? The Jakarta pair from earlier don't seem to be around. Oh, you mean Susan and Irisu-san. We have names! The 2 of them might well still be at the school. Komine-san doesn't seem to be around either. That Komine guy a student here too? Yes, I asked her for help guiding you around the dormitory, but she doesn't seem to be around. So you don't have a minute grasp on the movements of the students? I see. I'm merely the principal of this place after all. Merely, is it? Hold on just a second. I'm going to check her room. The principal walks toward the interior of the building. Left there by myself, I stare vacantly up at the ceiling. Soon, I've unconsciously fallen into my habit of counting the number of visible sprinklers, then roughly estimating the scale of the building. Calculating the time needed to gain control of the front entrance, ascertaining the location of the emergency exits. Not that many support pillars, are there? Guess that's why the ceiling is a bit low. Excuse me? Excuse me? Having grown absorbed in analysing the building, I don't even notice the tug at my sleeve. Oh. That's a maid. Excuse me, can you hear my voice? Until the final excuse me of many finally catches my ear. What? Until the final excuse me of many finally catches my ear. Well, okay. I don't know how this is supposed to be spoken. This is a real test. Might you be the transfer student scheduled to arrive here today by any chance? I drop my gaze into the direction of the voice and find a girl in housemaid clothing looking up at me. Not that she's of particularly diminutive height, except in comparison to a taller male like me. Or perhaps an intruder? No one's going to admit that they're an intruder if you ask them just point blank. Oh, come to think of it, you're right. The scales have fallen from my eyes. The maid nods several times, slowly closes her eyes and begins to repeat my words. No one's going to admit that they're an intruder if you ask them point blank. No one's going to admit that they're an intruder if you ask them point blank. Yes, got it. Well then, let me change the question. Are you not an intruder? Flexible thinking isn't your strong suit, clearly. I'm sorry? No, never mind. So what does a maid want with me? Well, as I said, I'm attempting to determine whether you're a suspicious character. This would be the second time today I've heard that pickup line. This is truly impressive. As I was saying, are you a non-suspicious character? You're a lot tougher than you look, maid. I'm sorry, but sometimes I just like to stop and listen to that voice acting.
Ah, Kamine-san, perfect timing. This is Kazami-kun, the student who's just transferred in.
At this point, having noticed our voices, the principal calls out to the girl. It seems this maid was Kamine all along.
So you were the transfer student after all. I see.
I'm Kazami Yuji. Nice to meet you. Good to meet you. Very good to meet you. Ugh.
Yes, the pleasure is all mine.
Dot 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 dot. Dot 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 dot. I don't think you introduced yourself.
Pardon me. My name is Sachi. It's a pleasure to meet you.
And this time, it's nothing but the first name. And I had this thought earlier with the other two, but you've certainly gathered some unique elites here.
Fostering the individuality of students is the responsibility of any school.
Which would mean that she's a student too?
Kamine-san is a first year at this academy. Did she look old enough to be in front of the blackboard to you?
That's not really my point of confusion here. Our uniform creates certain preconceptions. For example, if I see a girl wearing bunny ears in a bar, I don't ask what she's done with her Bible. Fair enough! Fair enough!
Right. Kamine-san does wear a maid uniform more often than not.
That's not an explanation.
True enough. Well then, Kamine-san, please explain. Certainly. As I've been entrusted with the position of class representative, I frequently respond to our teachers' requests for assistance and perform minor chores. From "you're kind of like a maid" to a certain conversation eventually shifted to "why don't you try on a maid uniform?" Finally, now that you've actually put it on, it really suits you, so you should wear it when you can. According to that suggestion, I attempt to wear maid clothes whenever it's possible for me to do so.
I see. You're a devoted one. That fallen bunny girl's sister could learn a thing or two. What? Okay.
Yes, thank you very much.
I wasn't really intending that to be a compliment, but there's no point in telling her that.
So from this point, please let her guide you. It should be easier to get to know each other that way.
No objections?
Well then, Kamine-san, I'll leave the rest to you. Certainly. Well then, let's begin with a tour of the first floor.
In the next episode! I think that's enough for this for today. I can't really deal with much more of this. I really can't be dealing with much more of this. So yeah, that's the Fruit of Grisaia. This game looks really damn strange, but I'm going to keep going because I'm hoping it will be interesting. I'm hoping it will be really interesting. So yeah, thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you have, don't forget to leave a like and all of that good stuff, and let me know what you think of this so far, because I'm really quite interested to see where it's going to go. So yeah, I hope you have a great day and a great life, and I will see you in the next video. Take care of yourselves.